All right, everybody. Welcome back. And sorry for being gone for so long. I been going through a little bit of stuff and trying to reassess what blades I have and what blades I'm going to feature on my channel. But don't worry, I got more content for you guys as always. Um Now this one's a new one for me, so let's go ahead and get into it, everybody. Let's talk blades. That's what we're into today. Fox knives. Now, you guys know that I'm a fan of fox knives because of their karambits. And Fox makes other things too. They don't just make just karambits, they make fixed blades and they make little slip joints. So today I'm going to be featuring the Libar or the Libar. I don't know how you want to say it. I've heard it coined different ways and different phrases, and I'm sure someone in the comments is probably going to be like, it's pronounced like this. All right, dude. Whatever, man. You say tomato, I say potato. But I'm going to tell you one thing, though. This is a nice type of knife. This isn't one of the ones that you kind of want to, or maybe you do. Maybe you do want to, this will be your everyday carry. This is just a little bit flashy to me. But anyways, it's got the carbon fiber on there, M390 steel. All right, made in Italy, obviously. You got the little seals on there, and a lot of people want to see the box. It's not a standard Fox knife box. This is kind of smaller than what I'm used to, but it's fine either way. So in the box, you obviously get the knife. It's going to be in this little plastic thing right here, and of course, you got your reading material. So I'm going to put that off to the side because that doesn't matter. What matters is this. Now, this thing is kind of small, so, just prepare yourself. If you are going to purchase this knife, just be aware of it being a bit small. We'll get into the specs of everything. It comes in this nice leather kind of carry pouch, and it does say made in Italy right there. And you got the Fox emblem face stamped on the front right there. So that's really nice. It is genuine leather, and that is really a win right there. Now, this is something you could just slip into your pocket, all right? Or you can just skip this altogether and go to the knife itself. So you got that carbon fiber. You can see that it almost looks like a twill, but it's been buffed down, so there's no texture. It's nice, smooth surface altogether. Now, if you're wondering, yeah, I did cut myself. I cut my thumb, so it's feeling a little weird today, so kind of bear with me here. You got a little bit of a lanyard tube right there, so you can stick a lanyard or a paracord probably in there. It's a bit small, but I'm sure you can make it work. And, yeah, everything's nice and rounded off. There's no sharp corners on this bad boy. It's really nice. It's very nice. No thumb studs or anything. It's just a pinch and pull open. So you got that nice, it almost looks like a clip point with a bit of a recurve right there. You do have a little bit of jimping on the spine right here. I don't know why my camera's losing focus. Please forgive me on that. So you got a little bit of jimping right there. So that feels, I don't know. I don't really see the point in that. Because this knife is a non-locking knife. This is a slip joint. So with that being said, this is kind of one of those knives that is great for, your everyday tasks if you do want to use this for EDC. And a lot of people would. It's not a very huge knife at all. I can get a 4-finger grip on there. But it does require me and my medium-sized hands to kind of get a little bit of finger grouping there. So, but you do have that, small blade. All right, so it's, not too scary. But this is nice. It's nice and light for its size, and it's a great, I don't know, it's a great little, throw in your back pocket kind of knife. There it is. Let's see if I can get that M390. So you got that Bowler M390 on there. It does say Italy, and you got the little fox face on there. So this is a nice knife. Really flashy. I've had this knife for a little bit, and I've been trying to feature it on my channel, but I've been caught up in a few things, so I do apologize. But I got some more material for you guys, as like I've been trying to say. So there's no shortage here on my channel anyway. Now, this is kind of out of my element, obviously. I'm not used to carrying small knives like this, but this would be a great knife to couple with whatever self-defense knife you could be carrying on you. This would be a great option for your, you know, back pocket accessory if you're carrying around a knife that you're using primarily for self-defense, which I know a few friends of mine who do. And they always carry a smaller knife, so that's what I would do. I would carry a self-defense knife and a smaller knife, but I'm not carrying one. I actually like to carry a knife that, it just depends on how I feel. Sometimes I like to carry a knife that can be both a tool and a last-ditch self-defense weapon. Or I could just carry around a knife that's strictly for that and carry something around with, with a doubled up with another knife like this. Either way, this isn't going to do you wrong. This is a really sturdy build. There's no blade play other than, obviously the locking mechanism, which is kind of tight. It's a little bit tight. So it does have a half stop around about here, and it clicks forward. So this is a pinch grip pull open type knife. Okay, so obviously there's no other way to open this knife. When you do so, you obviously have to be a little careful. Mine's a little bit tight. I don't understand. The last few videos I've seen of this knife, there are people that, say that it isn't tight enough. So I don't know if they fixed that or maybe it's different from knife to knife. Either way, the Libar is really cool. They also have another one. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a different blade shape. And they come in different flavors and colors, materials. I think one other material. If it's not, I think it's carbon fiber. No, excuse me. If it's not carbon fiber, then it might be either G10 and or micarta. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a little bit. But I think you can look it up on Blade HQ if you guys are interested. They still should have this in stock, but I'm not entirely sure. But go ahead and check it out. I mean, this is not a bad knife. I always have this feeling like when I'm holding this comfortably, I put 3 fingers here and then the last finger goes at the bottom right here. So this could be good for a lanyard if I really feel I should do that. But this isn't a bad knife. It's a nice little knife. So we'll go ahead and get into the specs of this bad boy. Ooh, yeah, this thing's really tight. So the fit and finish on this really nice. I have no complaints. So we'll go ahead. I'm going to measure it as it's closed. I'm going to try and do maybe 3 measurements. So I'm going to measure it while it's inside of the little sheath, I guess. So in your pocket, you are looking at 4 1/4 maybe. All right, and that's just, the leather casing with the knife in it, and with the knife itself, you're looking at 3.5 inches, close to 3.5 inches. With the knife open, you are looking at a blade length of 2 3/4, so almost a 3-inch blade, with an overall 6 1/8, 6 1/4 maybe. It's kind of 6 1/8, excuse me. So, with it, what it is, it's not your average big boy knife, but it can be a nice little, simple cutting tool if you need it. To me, it's kind of nice. I'm not, for a knife this small and with a nice little leather case like this, yeah, I could, dust that in my back pocket and just walk around with it and let it work itself in and all that. So this is nice for that. Now, price tag on this knife is going to cost you a little bit over $100. I think I paid a 107 and change probably. We'll go ahead and get the weight on this bad boy for you guys. So overall, with the sheath, I'll measure it with the sheath and without. So you're looking at 1.91 ounces in its leather casing, and outside of its leather casing, you are looking at 1.40 ounces. So either way, it's under 2 ounces if you decide to carry this little thing on you. That's not bad. That's really not bad. If you're coupling it with any type of self-defense knife, it's probably going to be really comfortable to carry, hopefully, if you don't carry a whole bunch of other stuff. If you're carrying like a tactical flashlight and, a tactical pen, whatever you're doing. I'm going to get the calipers out here. So I'm going to do it with the casing and without. So, like I said, bear with me here. So you're looking at a 13.9 with its casing. And without, you are looking at a 9.6 on the handle, and on the blade, you're looking at a 2.5. So it's, small, it's thin, it's simple, it's great for use. If you feel so inclined to just be that little minimalist kind of person, you might want to, check these out. Now, if this is the only knife you're going to carry, then obviously it's going to be a joy to carry something like this. Throw a lanyard on it. Just be mindful that you don't want to lose this, this leather kind of casing, And I think I would couple it with, if it was me, because I don't know why, but maybe it's my OCD kind of mind, but if I'm carrying this and I carry a self-defense knife, it would be my Fox karambit along with this Fox Libar, just so I know I have something I can just be like, okay, cutting open packages. And then they see that ring protruding from my pocket, and they're like, oh, okay, this guy's got something to protect himself with. And that's the only problem that I just don't like about, you can't really deep carry a karambit. That ring is always going to be sticking out somewhere, even if it's just halfway. It's, people will know you'll be carrying a karambit if they know knives and they know what to look out for and they see that ring protruding. It's, kind of a thing. But Fox Knives has been pushing my curiosity lately. They've been coming out with some stuff in collaborations, especially there was one knife that I was looking at as a tactical knife. It just recently came out, maybe last year. And it was the Fox... Oh, shoot. It was a collaboration with Zero... No, was it Zero Tolerance? No, it was Tops. Excuse me. Tops Knives and Fox. And they came out with this really nice kind of knife. Almost 4.5-inch blade. I can't remember what the name of it was, but... Oh, no. I'm thinking about getting it, but then again, I don't want to... I don't know. I don't want to go out of my way for something that doesn't... Not sure. There are things that kind of just, cross my curiosity. This one came across to me because I was like, man, the Fox that's really nice. I really do like that. So I kind of had to give it a shot. And to be honest with you, I think I tried carrying it once. I carried it once, and the only thing that bothered me was how light it was, because I keep forgetting that I had it, and I reminded myself that, yeah, no, it's in my back pocket. So now the only thing that I'd have to say, you can't do anything with this knife as far as taking it apart. Obviously, there's no screws, except for maybe that on the pivot, but I think that's more of... Because if you do that, you see how that's recessed in there, and it's kind of just molded along with the shape and contour of the handle. I'm a little bit scared of touching that, because maybe it'll just make it uneven, So I don't know why they have that. That's a little bit strange to me, because I don't even know if that can even be screwed on or off now because of the shape that's contoured with the handle. It's probably locked it in place. So if you decide to do anything with that, I would suggest to be really careful. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to let it be what it is. But you can, if you ever so want to, go ahead and tighten or loosen the pivot, which... With that kind of shape, I don't know how you're going to be able to do that without damaging the carbon fiber or the tool you're using or even the screw itself. I wouldn't mess with it. I'd just keep it the way that it is. But it's really nicely contoured. Like I said, no sharp edges. It feels really nice in the hand. It just feels like a little tool knife. It has no sense of... I mean, I guess you could use this for self-defense, but it's a bit small and it doesn't lock, so I wouldn't. It's not... If the knife doesn't lock, I probably wouldn't really trust it in any type of self-defense situation, simply because you don't want it to collapse on you in any way. So that's just my personal opinion. Everybody's entitled to one. If you're interested in this knife, check it out on Blade HQ. I'm sure Amazon might still have a couple of these, but I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really tried checking. They come, like I said, it's another blade shape that it has. But this is actually kind of nice. Like I said, it's small. It fits in the hand pretty decently. Okay. So don't expect this thing to be too big and scary. But I do like M390 steel. I think it holds a great edge. I haven't really tried sharpening M390. I think I've sharpened VG10, 440 stainless, and OS 8. I think I sharpened OS 10 too. Yeah, I haven't really had a chance to sharpen M390. I tried to sharpen carpenter steel once, but that was a nightmare and a half because that's a really tough steel. So, anyways, this is a great knife. This is a great little small utility knife, and it is a bit sharp. Can I cut anything? Oh, my soaked water paper. Oh, my paper. All right, well, this paper got wet for some weird reason. I don't know how. But we'll go ahead and, do some cutting with it. Why not? This knife is pretty sharp. So, yeah. I was expecting it to be not as sharp. Sometimes you get a knife and it's sharp, but not hugely sharp, and it kind of disappoints you that you kind of have to go out of your way now to kind of either send it back to the factory to get it resharpened, or you do your own sharpening and jack up the edge. Why not? I had a buddy who did that. He ended up getting a knife and it wasn't sharp to his liking, so he's like, if you can't shave any hair off your arm, it's not sharp enough. All right, dude. If it's got a working edge, to me, it's decent. But it can't be too dull either way. It's not going to work, and you're just going to sit there and it's just going to be more irritating. But this knife's pretty decently sharp. Anything that comes out of Maniago, Italy, as far as blades go, I've been pretty impressed. And of course, obviously, that's Fox knives. So anyways, Fox Libar. I think someone said Libre at one point, but I don't think it's that. So, anyways, there's some crazy times going on. As I'm posting this, there's just war on the other side of the world, and it just kind of saddens me. I've been on the news, and not on the news, but just watching YouTube, and really, really kind of acknowledging myself to what's going on the other side of the planet. And my heart goes out to all those people over in Ukraine right now. So I can't imagine if something like that were to happen here at home. You know what I mean? So it's just in these craziest of times, everybody, we all need to kind of acknowledge what we have and be thankful for what we were able to sustain here. So yeah. Anyways, go ahead and slash that like button, stab that subscribe, slice that bell icon so you guys are notified anytime I post new stuff in these craziest of times. Everybody, please, from the bottom of my heart, be kind, be safe, carry responsibly. And I'll see you all awesome people in the next video.